It's time now for one of our interview segments. Our interview is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And on the phone with us is White Township Manager Milt Lady. Milt, good to hear from you again.
Yeah, good morning, Josh, and listeners out there. It's good to be on the radio again.
All right, we were just talking a little bit before the start of the interview segment here, and one of the things you wanted to discuss today was paving, because there's a lot of paving going on in White Township, especially along the Oakland Avenue corridor out there. And I'm assuming that project is going on, and that construction project overall is going on as planned now after the delay because of the coronavirus.
Well, that's a PennDOT project.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The only involvement we have is the relocation of one of our sewer lines up in the Walmart area. The contractor will be doing that, and we'll be supervising that work. But other than that, it's really a PennDOT project, and we have limited involvement.
But it does look like it's going pretty well. And is that sewer project going to start up pretty soon?
No, we really haven't got an update on the schedule. We thought it was going to be this year, but at this point, we're really not sure. The contractor has not spoken to us recently, so
okay.
I don't have an update on that schedule.
What are some of the other paving projects that are going on that White Township is involved with?
Well, we did get notice from our contracted paver, Grannis Brothers, that they'd plan to be in the township this Thursday and Friday. And on Thursday, they're going to be doing Woodland and Thompson Road. A word of caution to the residents on Woodland. Due to the street being such a narrow street, they're going to be asking the residents to park their vehicles off the street so they can gain access, because once the pavers come down that street, they're going to do the whole street in one pass, and residents will not be able to get in and out for a few hours. So they're asking people to actually park down on Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get papers out. We're going to go door to door today and tell the residents that information. But I wanted to get that shout out to those people today also.
Mm-hmm. So
that would be on Thursday.
Okay, so that project's on Thursday, but you're letting people know starting today about what's going on with that then?
Yes, so they can make plans to have their vehicles either park at the Elgin Truck Center or somewhere
or even do what chores they need to do before they are essentially sealed in or blocked out for this paving project.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't get this till yesterday, so we apologize for the short notice, but our paver became available and wants to try to get the work done, and we want to try to accommodate that. And then on Friday, they'll be in the Whippoorwill Street, Oriole Avenue, Meadowlark, and doing McGregor there by 4th Street Bilo.
Okay.
So that work is scheduled also for Friday. And all of this is weather permitting, obviously. It could kick back another day if the weather doesn't cooperate. But we certainly could use the rain, so we don't want that to hold them back either, you know.
Well, taking a look at the weather forecast that we have from AccuWeather, I think it looks like you guys may be in the clear. On Thursday, maybe a shower or thunderstorm. On Friday, thunderstorm in spots. I don't think that may be much to worry about, considering how the thunderstorms have been behaving in our neck of the woods this time this year.
That's for sure. Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, tonight is the planned White Township Planning Commission meeting, and is there anything of note coming up?
No, there's no real new developments up for approval. It's a very light schedule, so don't have anything really to report there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a supervisors meeting on Wednesday night at 7:30. We're looking forward to a presentation by Citizens Ambulance. Certainly, everyone's aware that they're reaching out for added membership, and obviously they're under some financial concerns. So they're going to be bringing us up to speed on that and seeing what the township can offer in assistance. So the supervisors will be listening to that, and I think probably they'll discuss more of that later on when we start doing budget work.
Okay, you said 7:30 for the township supervisors meeting. Shouldn't that be? Because I think,
I'm sorry. Yes, that's 1 o'clock.
Because this is the first meeting of the month, right?
That's right. Good correction there, Josh. Thank you.
No problem, Milt. But yeah, I just want to be sure because I'm going to be attending that for my meeting coverage, and I just wanted to be sure. These 1 o'clock meetings, though, have they been working out pretty well? I know the initial intention by the supervisors was to have some guests from the township's work group, the people who work for the township, attend these meetings, and it didn't quite work out as planned because of the coronavirus situation.
Yeah, that kind of threw a wrench into employees attending, and now we're really heavy into the construction season, and if I pull two guys off, it kind of limits our crew and the work that can be done with flaggers and things like that. So I think that's just put on hold for our summer construction season, but we'll pick that back up here as soon as we get some opportunity here in the fall to get the guys back in there.
You're listening to Indiana in the Morning here on WCCS. Josh Woodison talking with Milt Lady, White Township Supervisor. Milt, let's see is there anything new concerning White's Woods?
No, we have not heard from DCNR, so at this point there's no new developments there.
So right now the township is awaiting DCNR's approval of, I guess, the stewardship plan?
Well, we're just waiting on their comments. We submitted that plan to them, and we're just waiting on their comments. I don't know if it'll be specifically an approval or not, or just some recommendations. I do not know at this point.
Mm-hmm. And that seems to once again have sparked a lot of interest, of course, with the Friends of White's Woods coming out and speaking and giving their opinions during the meeting in mass, and it does. I guess it does hearten people, I guess, to see people who are very involved in their local government in that fashion.
Yeah, I think the supervisors have always encouraged the public to attend the meetings and get involved, and certainly local participation, especially with the younger ages, certainly welcome and encouraged, for sure.
I remember going my first township meeting. You mentioned younger ages. My first township meeting, I was in the Boy Scouts, and I was attending for citizenship badges. So there you go. That's how I got hooked.
They always like to see the students there for school projects and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, speaking of seeing, I know I've been attending the meetings in a virtual sense through a conference call. How are things working with having the meetings in person and keeping everything socially distant?
Well, there's always a little bit of a caution there. We try to keep people 6 feet away in our conference room, and so far that seems to have worked out. There isn't too many issues that I'm aware of, so I think we're doing okay there.
All right, let's do a quick whip around of the rec department. How are things going on over at SNT Bank Arena?
The arena renovation project's winding down. Yesterday we started up the new dehumidifier. And that seemed to work well. They're going to be painting the floor due to all the construction that's got marked up a little bit. So the rest of the week they'll be they pressure washed it, cleaned it, and now they'll start repainting it before they start laying ice. And right now we're hoping to fire up the compressors this Friday or Saturday and start putting water down in anticipation of starting the ice season next week. Certainly we're very watchful of the PIAA and the WPIAL addressing fall sports. That would affect us tremendously with the high school hockey program. They were looking to have 3 teams, a freshman, middle school, and senior high team. So we're certainly watching that with big interest because that's a major player out there in the arena and the operations. But at this point, I think we'll have some discussion on that at the Wednesday meeting. We may be in the red if we were to lose those teams come this year, and so I guess there could be some discussion on whether we're going to open the doors. But I'm hopeful and supportive that that's going to occur, that the doors will be open, but you just never know what's going to happen. Everything's day to day.
Yeah, especially with the way the world is. But I know that a lot of those people who are recreational skaters as well love going out to S&T Bank Arena to just skate around on the ice for a little bit and just have a little bit of fun, not playing a game per se, but just going out and skating. How about
we're hoping to keep the doors open, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about the parks?
The parks, well, we could use some rain, like I said. They're dusty and dry. But,
I think everybody could use some rain at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I mean, they've had some softball tournaments over the last couple weekends and utilized our fields, so that's good. But they are brown at this point and hard. Mm-hmm. Sewer-wise, I'll just touch on that real quick.
Sure.
We have been doing lateral repairs up in Chevy Chase. There's a lot of abandoned or crushed terracotta pipes that are allowing groundwater to get into our main line. So we're continuing those repairs. We have a request for bids out. They're due this Tuesday at Thursday at 11 o'clock for all those kind. I think we have 8 bidders at this point. We're going to do almost 3,000 lineal feet of slip lining. Our collector lines, which is a trenchless repair where we don't have to excavate. We can just go down through a manhole and actually cure the pipe in place under the ground. It's really a unique process. We had a demonstration of a new technique to put a PVC pipe underground without even digging any of the old pipe up. They can inject it in a soft form and then blow hot air and steam in there and cure it. It's really neat. We watched that being done last week up at Kennedy King Park on a repair. So that's a lot of sewer projects we're doing. We may do seal coating on roads in the next 2 weeks after the paving's done, and that would be on Kaufman, Fleming, and Henry Road. And just one more item. People ask about their stormwater fees and where they're going. We just yesterday have a project where we're replacing a pipe on a property that connects 2 inlet basins, and we found out the pipe runs under a house. So these are the things we're up against. These are difficult projects, but certainly a $2 fee we collect every month from that resident isn't going to cover the cost of that project.
Yeah, people might be concerned about that.
It's a community effort. Everybody helps with the community in this fee, and this is part of where those fees go to is helping repair situations like this, where we've got to replace that pipe, but it's going to be an expensive project because of the situation where it's located.
Right. One more quick question, Milt. The Green Light Go project out on Ben Franklin Road and Indian Springs Road, that looks like it's just about wrapped up.
Yeah, the 30-day test was to end last Friday, but unfortunately we're having trouble getting some back plates for the new mast arm. The contractor is, and they were not able to move the heads over to the new mast arm. So that 30-day project or 30-day test will have to restart once they get those new light heads moved over, and once the back plates are installed. So everything's functional. We've had no issues that we're aware of. If there are issues, people need to call in and tell us. But as far as we know, everything's been working fine. But we are planning to move those heads over to the new mast arms once the material's in.
All right. Milt Lady, White Township Manager, thanks a lot for calling us today here on Indiana in the Morning. I'll talk to you tomorrow after the meeting, okay?
Okay, Josh. Thank you. Be safe, everybody.
And you too, Milt. Thanks again. Milt Lady, White Township Supervisor here on Indiana in the Morning. We're getting close to 8 o'clock. Our interview is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people.